Did you know that married people accumulate 4 times more savings and assets than single people do? Also, in most countries, married people pay less in taxes than single people. Now, not to put more pressure on us single people, but I guess those are 2 more reasons why we might want to double up and settle down. Hey guys, my name is Tito, and this is episode 2 of the 3 episode series titled Men, Marriage, and Money. This one is titled Marriage. Now, this series broadly looks at why more and more young people today are waiting longer and longer to settle down, and how much of that decision is tied to money and finances, and what can be done to help us get our finances in order so that we can finally pull the trigger and cross over to the married side of life, where apparently people are making more money, saving more money, and paying less in taxes. You know, it's funny how when people talk about marriage, they often talk about how expensive marriage is, but not that many people talk about the fact that you're more likely to earn more as a married person than you are as a single person. Anyway, in episode 1, we talked to some single men and found out some money related reasons as to why they or other single men they know are single and what they can do in this single phase of life to prepare adequately for marriage. But in this second episode of the series, we're going to delve into the realities of money in marriage. Because when you're single, there's the idea you have of money in marriage, but then when you get married, you experience the realities of money in marriage, and both are usually not the same thing. And I use the word realities because couples differ, right? What may work for couple A may not be what works for couple B, but we can still learn from both couples. Anyway, seeing as I'm not married yet, we're going to be hearing more from married people on this episode of the series as they break down some of the dynamics of money in marriage and the importance of financial partnership.
My name is Shino and I'm married.
Hello everyone, my name is Habi Soye Singing Bee and I'm married.
Hi, my name is Bill and I'm married.
My name is Rogbari Moro and I'm married.
Hi, my name is Victor Sanchez Akahoa and I am married.
My money is our money.
No, men.
Yes. Because women have told them so many times that a man's money is our money. So it's a conception that they have, but it doesn't necessarily follow. If you find the right partner, your money is not our money. Your money and her money is our money, so but it's a very huge idea that has grown over time, and we need to correct that.
I think some misconceptions would be, some persons feel like they need to earn a certain amount of money before they go into marriage. And some persons also feel that, they must, as a man, you must be the sole provider in the house. With regards to even finances too, yeah, I mean, the world is changing. You cannot say because you are the man, then the woman you are marrying, a career level must be on a downward trajectory, and then you, the man, must be on an upward trajectory. People get promoted now and then. You can get married to somebody and then she's getting double promotion, and yours is a single promotion. Of course, we know what that means. That means she could also be earning more than you.
Thinking that it's just going to work itself out. I've actually come across a couple of guys who say, as long as we've done the wedding and we have money for the first house room, the rest of it will just sort itself out. It's not going to sort itself out. You need to plan way ahead. You need to be in a position where, in case anything happens and you can't work for maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, you have enough finances to be able to cover that period, your bills for that period. That's very important. Another misconception is that when you marry, people will be eager to help you financially. I see that a lot. It does not apply. They will be eager to help you with the wedding, perhaps. They will be eager to help you with the naming ceremony, perhaps. But you see, the bills, they are your bills. Do not think that because you are getting married, people are just going to say, oh my God, let's just start giving them money. It's not going to happen. That's just a misconception. And you need to wake up and realize that that's what it is.
Be very clear what your marriage style is. I'm going to oversimplify it into two. Either you are trad or you're in a partnership. They're not the same thing. In a trad, the man feels the pressure to provide the lion's share, if not all of the bills. And she provides support, administration for certain things and all that. It's very clear, this is what you handle, this is what I handle, but I pay for all of it. In a partnership, so let me put it in the more colloquial terms. In a trad situation, my money is our money, your money is your money until I ask you for some of it. In a partnership, your money and my money equals our money. So sometimes I'm up, sometimes you're up. As long as we're together, we good. It's two different mindsets.
So a husband and wife can partner financially in terms of their home by one, splitting the bills, like splitting the bills early on. So you know who takes care of what. So there's this thing about, the husband is federal government, the wife is state government. So you know that the big bills, the house rent, the school fees, all that, you take care of it. But things like maybe power, groceries, stuff like that, the wife is going to handle that because... So, it's different for everybody. So that's one.
First, by saving together. You need to save together. Like, you need to build that saving culture with the man that you love, the woman that you love, right? And yes, investments. Yeah, you can never go wrong with investments. Buy a land, own a land together, prepare for your future together. Yeah, those are the ways you can.
Two, you need to be able to save together. That's a really big thing. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to enter a lot of problems very quickly. So the ability of husband and wife to save together. It's okay if each person is saving separately, but there needs to be this general fund where everybody knows that, okay, I'm putting something into the pot towards that. It helps with financial discipline as well. Investing together is kind of linked to savings, but husband and wife need to invest together. The wife needs to know what the husband is putting money into. The husband needs to know what the wife is putting money into. It's really important. That way they're able to also spread their risk. So those are my three things.
Investing for couples. I was thinking about what to talk about in terms of investing for married couples, but then I realized married people invest in the same things that single people invest in. That is stocks, ETFs, mutual funds, treasury bills, certificates of deposit, commercial papers, commodities, real estate, businesses, and so on and so forth. The only major difference is because of their combined income, they have more money available to invest with, essentially, than, a single person. And also because of their combined income, they can now invest in things that they may not have been able to invest in when they were single. Things particularly that have a high barrier of entry price-wise, like real estate, buying a house or building a house, or some very pricey commercial papers. The only downside to investing as a couple, I'd say, is the fact that, it's a bit of a slower process because now you can't make a unanimous decision. You have to consult with your partner first before you invest. You kind of touched on one, money conversations.
Yeah.
Do you think couples have enough money conversations just before?
No, they don't. They don't. I find that people just tend to stumble into marriage. So they have conversations about everything else. They have conversations about what the wedding will be like, where they want to live, how many children they want to have. But everybody just sort of tiptoes around money. They don't really think that money is that important, or it will somehow just figure itself out. It doesn't work like that. Money is one of the leading causes of divorce. It's one of the leading causes of unhappiness in marriage because money is a big deal for you as an individual. So imagine two people trying to navigate money. Does she believe that it's her salary and your salary are things that you're both bringing into the marriage? Or does he believe it should be only you? Or does she believe it should be only her? That conversation is very important, and not enough people are having those conversations. So one of them, sex, big one, children, another big one, money. But I would say money is number one.
The simple answer is no. I think that at best, most people are just skirting around the conversation.
Why do you think that is?
Because if you really think about it, money conversations are quite deep, right? They're the kind of questions or conversations that if two people are not committed, there's a high likelihood that you might find out something they are not happy with, and then you want to just take the next exit. So it's really why I would say that a lot of people are definitely not speaking about money enough. I mean, if anything, money is also one of the biggest reasons why there's a lot of divorces globally today. So if anything, it's a pointer to the fact that a lot of couples are definitely not speaking about money enough, and I think it's very crucial, very very crucial. It's way up there alongside I don't know, sexual compatibility, values, and every other thing. So yeah, I don't think that we're having enough money conversations. I don't even think that mentors are teaching it enough. How about that? So even people that counsel you, that mentor you, they should also set out time to talk to you about having money conversations with each other. Yes, we can talk about beliefs, we can talk about religion, we can talk about values, our dreams and aspirations. But where are you financially? What's your appetite? Are you conscious of where you are? And also what's your next, what stage do you want to get to? All of those conversations, they're very, very crucial.
Reasons why people in relationships shy away from money conversations. Number one, vulnerability and the fear of being exposed. Sharing things like how much you earn, how much you owe, where most of your money is, and so on, can actually reveal a lot about a person. It says a lot about your good habits, your bad habits, your personal insecurities, and where you are in life. And these are things that people tend to be quite sensitive about. I mean, imagine if your significant other came to you and told you that like 80% of all their money is in crypto. And not even like the good crypto like Ethereum and Bitcoin, in the crappy crypto. Number two, opposite financial values. People have different attitudes towards money and different money personalities. For example, imagine if I spend a lot and I opened up to my girlfriend that I'm a reckless spender and I have practically no savings whatsoever. That could cause arguments between myself and my lady, who is very frugal and who doesn't believe in unnecessary spending. Heck, she might even break up with me because of it. Number three, power dynamics in a relationship. Now, some people believe that whoever earns more has more power and control in a relationship. Now, if one party or both parties in a relationship think that way or have that mindset, and they eventually decide to open up to each other about how much they earn or how much they're worth, that could potentially have a negative impact on the power dynamic in that relationship. The whole money and power dynamic thing, it's not entirely flawed, but at the same time, it doesn't sit well with me. What do you guys think about money in a relationship as it relates to the power dynamic and control in a relationship? Number four, negative past experiences. Perhaps for some people, money talks and money conversations had led to arguments or even financial abuse with their partner in the past. Number five, uncomfortable topics. Discussing things like inheritance, a will, even financial goals can all be a bit uncomfortable if we're being honest. I mean, imagine just chilling with your boo and all of a sudden she turns to you and says, "So what's going to happen to all your assets when you die?" What? But no matter how uncomfortable or how cringy, money conversations must always be had continuously too, especially in marriage or in serious relationships that look like they're heading towards marriage.
So I'll give an example. When I went to tell my dad I was getting married, I think I had a grand total of, I don't want to say the exact amount. I think I maybe had 600 grand in my whole account. And my dad says, "All right, take that money and split it into three." And I say, "Three?" And he's like, "Yes, three." So 1/3, that's your wedding. Second part, that's your school fees fund. I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, you see, that amount of money, it will start, that is what you're going to use for when the child is born. You will pay for the delivery and all that, all the antenatal out of that. Then you keep that account open, leave it open, and now keep stacking money every month in there to become your school fees fund." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm not even thinking about kids for the first 3 years." Right? And he was like, "So you see these three places, the money goes into it every month. The third," and he was like, "the third is your rent. Never think of your rent as a one-off expense. Money goes in there every month. There's no pressure you will give your wife more than she's worrying about the roof over her head. That should never cross her mind. And he was like, see those? You have to have those. And those every month you put that money. Whether it's 500 naira, he was like, I don't care. 500, 1K, 2K, I don't care. When it gets over a certain amount, move it into something that yields interest and leave it there, my G.
What should a young man be saving up for, as a young man hoping to get married?
Should be saving for the life after the marriage. Saving for the marriage, saving for basically life. So this includes the house you're going to take the woman to, the ring you're going to use to propose, the wedding itself, the planning of the wedding, her dress, your family coming, all of that. You're saving for a lot. So it would be really nice at this point in time when you decide that, okay, I want to have a marriage with someone. What's the other person bringing? Because it can't just be you. Some families, some cultures, it could be the wife that covers some things. So you need to know this so that you're not overstressing yourself about it. But pretty much, if you're planning to get married, you're saving for the life that you want to live when you get married.
First thing, you have to really, really walk with the Holy Spirit, like walk with God. Because at the end of the day, it is not in the wedding itself, it is in the marriage, it is in the partnership, it is in what God has called you both to do, right? Yes, there's a whole lot to do, but God finances marriages. I don't know, if you're a Christian, you would understand, because when we wanted to get married, people kept saying marriage comes with its own blessings, and I really want to say it here on camera that marriage really does come with its own blessings. So if you want to get married, decide, pray, prepare, and plan with your partner. You guys have a whole lot to talk about, your vision, and all of the necessary things that you need to know about each other. So yeah, that's basically it.